An old master sits across from his student in a quiet courtyard. Morning mist curls between them. The student has been training for months. His body is strong. His technique is sharp. But something is missing. The master asks a question. What is the strongest muscle in your body? The student thinks. He answers, my arms. They wield the sword. The master shakes his head. My legs, then. They carry me through battle. Again, the master shakes his head. My heart. It gives me courage. The master finally speaks. None of these. The strongest muscle is your mind. And like any muscle, it must be trained. A warrior with a weak mind is defeated before the battle begins. The student looks confused. How do you train the mind? The master stands. I will show you. Today, you're about to learn the same thing that student learned. The secret methods Japanese warriors used to train their minds. To build mental strength that nothing could break. Mental discipline that nothing could scatter. By the end of this video, you'll have 5 practices. 5 ancient techniques. 5 ways to transform your mind from weakness to weapon. This isn't theory. This is training. Why most people lose the inner battle. Let's start with the truth. Your mind wanders constantly. You sit down to work and think about dinner. You're in a conversation but mentally somewhere else. You make plans and your thoughts sabotage them. You want to focus but can't. You want to be present but you're always somewhere else. This is the untrained mind, and it's destroying your potential. The ancient Japanese warriors understood something most people today have forgotten. An untrained mind is like a wild horse. Powerful, yes, but uncontrolled. Dangerous. Unpredictable. You don't ride a wild horse into battle. You train it first. You teach it discipline, control, response. Your mind is no different. The samurai face death every single day. In training, in combat, in the political chaos of feudal Japan. They couldn't afford mental weakness. A scattered mind in battle meant death. Hesitation meant defeat. Emotional reaction meant failure. So they developed methods. Secret practices passed down through generations. Ways to train the mind with the same precision they trained the body. Here's what they knew. A sharp blade is useless in the hands of a scattered mind. You can have all the tools, all the knowledge, all the opportunity, but if your mind is weak, distracted, untrained, you'll fail anyway. In 2025, the enemy isn't swords. It's distraction, anxiety, overthinking, emotional reactions, mental fog. Your mind is the battlefield. And right now, you're losing. But that changes today. Be honest in the comments. On a scale of 1 to 10, how much control do you have over your own thoughts? Your focus? Your emotional reactions? Drop your number below. No judgment, just truth. Because awareness is the first step to transformation. Secret 1, SEIZA, the art of sitting still. The first secret is called SEIZA, the art of sitting still. You've probably seen it. The formal Japanese sitting position. Kneeling with your back straight, hands resting on your thighs, body perfectly upright. Most people think it's just a cultural tradition, a way to show respect. The warriors knew different. SEIZA wasn't about respect. It was about mental training disguised as physical posture. Samurai would sit in SEIZA for hours before battle. Not moving, barely breathing, completely still. Why? Because forcing the body into stillness trains the mind to follow. Think about it. Your body wants to fidget, shift, move, scratch, adjust. But in SEIZA, you don't. You override those impulses. You command your body to be still. And when your body learns to obey, your mind learns discipline. There are 3 levels of stillness. Most people never reach the first. Level 1. Physical stillness. Your body doesn't move. No matter how uncomfortable, no matter how much it wants to shift. Level 2. Emotional stillness. Feelings arise. Boredom, frustration, impatience. But they don't control you. You observe them and let them pass. Level 3. Mental stillness. Thoughts come and go like clouds. But you don't chase them. You remain present, centered, unmoved. This is warrior-level mental training. Here's your practice. Start with 5 minutes daily. Just 5. Find a quiet space. Sit in a comfortable upright position. If traditional SEIZA is too difficult, sit cross-legged or in a chair with your back straight. Set a timer. 5 minutes. No phone. No music. No distraction. Just you, your breath, and stillness. Your mind will rebel. It will throw thoughts at you, remind you of tasks, create urgency, tell you this is pointless. That resistance, that's your untrained mind fighting back. Don't negotiate with it. Stay still. Do this every day for 30 days. What happens? Your mind becomes your servant, not your master. You develop the ability to direct your focus at will, to sit with discomfort without reacting, to remain calm when everything wants to scatter. When was the last time you sat in complete silence for even 5 minutes? Most people can't remember. Most people never have. That's why their minds control them instead of the other way around. Don't be most people. Secret 2, MOKUSO, meditation before action. The second secret is MOKUSO, clearing the mind before action. Walk into any traditional Japanese martial arts dojo and you'll see this. Before training begins, everyone sits, eyes closed, breathing deeply, completely silent. This is MOKUSO, and it's not just ritual. Martial artists perform MOKUSO before training, before competition, before any important action. The samurai did it before battle. The philosophy is simple but profound. You cannot enter battle carrying yesterday's worries or tomorrow's fears. Your mind must be clear, present, focused entirely on what's in front of you. Think about how you normally start important tasks. You jump in, still thinking about the last thing, already worried about the next thing, carrying mental baggage from the entire day. That's why you struggle. That's why your focus scatters. The warrior's way is different. Before any important action, perform MOKUSO. Create a mental reset, a clean slate. Here's the technique. Takes 60 seconds, sometimes less. Find a quiet space. Even a bathroom stall works. Even your parked car. Close your eyes. Take 3 slow, deep breaths. In through your nose, out through your mouth. With each exhale, visualize releasing all mental clutter. Yesterday's argument. Tomorrow's deadline. The notification you just saw. Everything. Let it all go. After 3 breaths, open your eyes. Now act. With complete presence. Total focus. Nothing else exists except this moment and this task. Use this before important meetings, before creative work, before difficult conversations, before studying, before anything that requires your full mental capacity. The transformation is immediate. You move from reactive to intentional, from scattered to focused, from weak to sharp. A samurai before battle doesn't carry the weight of his entire life into combat. He doesn't think about his family, his past, his future. He releases everything and becomes pure focus, pure presence, pure action. You must learn to do the same. What's one situation in your life where you need more mental clarity? An important meeting? A creative project? A difficult relationship conversation? Share it in the comments below, because naming it makes it real, and making it real creates commitment. Secret 3, Misogi, mental purification through discomfort. The third secret is Misogi, purification through controlled discomfort. In traditional practice, Misogi meant standing under ice-cold waterfalls, ritual cold water bathing, deliberate exposure to extreme physical discomfort. Most people think this was about physical toughness. It wasn't. It was about training the mind to remain calm in extreme discomfort. Here's what the warriors understood. If your mind breaks under cold water, it will break under pressure. If you panic when uncomfortable, you'll panic when it matters. But if you can train your mind to stay calm, present, and controlled even when your body is screaming, then nothing can break you. This is the principle of voluntary discomfort. You choose discomfort in small, controlled doses, and through that choice, you build involuntary resilience. The modern application is simple: cold showers, fasting, difficult physical challenges. Anything that creates discomfort you can control. Here's how to practice. Tomorrow morning, take your normal shower. But before you finish, turn the water to cold. As cold as it goes. Stay under it for 30 seconds. Just 30. But here's the key. Don't react. Don't tense your body. Don't gasp and curse and fight it. Breathe calmly, slowly, deliberately. Your mind will scream. It will tell you to escape, to stop this immediately, to turn the water back to warm. Let it scream. Stay present. Stay calm. Stay in control. This is mental training disguised as physical practice. What you're building is the ability to stay calm when everything in you wants to panic. To remain in control when discomfort arrives. The warrior's mindset is this. If I can control my reaction to this cold water, I can control my reaction to anything. And here's what happens. That control transfers. Difficult conversation coming? Your Misogi training kicks in. Your mind stays calm instead of reactive. Stressful deadline? You've trained in worse. You remain focused instead of panicked. Unexpected crisis? Your body might feel the stress, but your mind stays clear, controlled, sharp. This is what separates warriors from civilians. Warriors train for discomfort. Civilians avoid it. And in avoiding discomfort, they guarantee they'll break when it arrives uninvited. The truth is simple. Comfort weakens. Controlled discomfort strengthens. Start tomorrow. 30 seconds of cold water. Build from there. Secret 4. Ichigo Ishie. One time, one meeting. The fourth secret is Ichigo Ichi. One time, one meeting. This phrase comes from the Japanese tea ceremony. The idea is simple but profound. This moment will never come again. This exact meeting. This specific conversation. This particular cup of tea. It happens once. Then it's gone forever. The samurai adopted this principle for battle. In combat, there is only this moment. This breath. This strike. Nothing else exists. Not the last battle. Not the next opponent. Only now. This is how you train a scattered mind to become focused. Most people live everywhere except the present moment. They eat breakfast while thinking about work. They work while thinking about problems. They spend time with loved ones while mentally somewhere else. This is the scattered mind disease. Doing one thing while thinking about 10 others. The result? You're never fully anywhere. Never fully effective. Never fully alive. The warrior's cure is Ichigo Ichi. This moment. This action. Nothing else exists. Here's your training exercise. Choose one daily activity. Something you do every single day. Washing dishes. Walking to your car. Eating breakfast. Brushing your teeth. For the next 7 days, do that one activity with complete presence. If you choose washing dishes, then wash dishes. Feel the water temperature. Notice the texture of soap. Observe each movement. Be completely there. Your mind will wander. Guaranteed. It will start planning the day. Replaying conversations. Worrying about problems. When it does, gently bring it back. Not with frustration. With calm redirection. Back to this moment. This dish. This sensation. Do this for 7 days with one activity. What you're building is a mind that can focus entirely on what matters now. A mind that doesn't scatter across past and future. A mind that can be fully present when presence matters most. This is the transformation. You stop living in your head and start living in reality. The warrior knows this. The battle is won or lost in this moment. Not the last one. Not the next one. This one. Learn to be here. Fully. Completely. And watch how your focus, your effectiveness, your entire life transforms. Secret 5. Kanso. The power of simplicity. The fifth secret is Kanso. The Zen principle of simplicity and elimination of clutter. Walk into a traditional samurai living space and you'll notice immediately. It's minimal, clean. Only essentials remain. Not because they were poor, because they understood something crucial. A cluttered environment creates a cluttered mind. Your surroundings shape your mental state. Chaos outside creates chaos inside. Complexity outside creates confusion inside. The modern world has forgotten this. We accumulate, complicate, Add more and more until we're drowning in stuff, options, notifications, commitments, and then we wonder why we can't focus, why we feel overwhelmed, why our minds are scattered. The warrior's approach is opposite. Eliminate everything non-essential. Your physical space, your digital environment, your commitments, your possessions. If it doesn't serve a clear purpose, remove it. Here's why this is mental training. Every item you own requires mental energy. Your brain must process it, track it, decide about it. Multiply that by hundreds of items, thousands of digital files, dozens of apps, endless notifications. Your mind is exhausted before you even start the important work. MOKUSO is the antidote. Simplify everything. Clean your physical space. Keep only what you use and value. Delete unnecessary apps from your phone. Unsubscribe from emails you don't read. Reduce your choices. Steve Jobs wore the same outfit daily, not because he lacked options, because he refused to waste mental energy on trivial decisions. Create clear, simple systems for everything important. One place for keys. One folder for important documents. One time for important work. What happens when you simplify? Your mind has less to process, more energy to focus on what actually matters. The principle is ancient but timeless. Complexity confuses. Simplicity clarifies. Here's your challenge. This week, choose one area of your life and simplify it. Your desk, your phone home screen, your morning routine, your schedule. Look at it honestly. What doesn't serve you? What's just noise? What complicates without adding value? Remove it. What's one thing you can eliminate from your life this week to create more mental clarity? Name it in the comments below. Make it specific. Make it real. Because every unnecessary thing you remove is mental energy you reclaim. And if you're serious about training your mind like a warrior, subscribe to Still Blade right now. This is where ancient wisdom becomes modern practice. Where knowledge becomes transformation. Don't just learn. Join us. The warrior's mind is built, not born. Let's bring this all together. Mental strength isn't genetic. You weren't born with a strong mind or a weak one. You weren't blessed with focus or cursed with distraction. Your mind is exactly as strong as you've trained it to be. Nothing more, nothing less. Every warrior started with an untrained mind. Scattered, reactive, weak, but they didn't stay there. They sat in stillness until their bodies learned to obey. They cleared their minds before every important action. They embraced discomfort until panic became impossible. They lived fully in each moment until the past and future lost their grip. They simplified everything until clarity replaced chaos. Day after day, month after month, year after year, until their minds became weapons. Not through genetics, not through luck, through training. You have the same opportunity, right now, today. These 5 secrets aren't just ancient practices. They're mental training protocols, proven across centuries, tested in the most extreme conditions imaginable. And they work. The untrained mind is a prison. The trained mind is a kingdom. You already have everything you need. Not tomorrow when you have more time. Not next week when life calms down. Not next month when things are different. Right now, here's your final challenge. Choose one of these 5 secrets. Just one. SEIZA, MOKUSO, Misogi, Ichigo Ichi, Kanso. Pick the one that resonates most. The one that feels most necessary for where you are right now. And practice it for 30 days. Every single day. No exceptions. Just one practice. 30 days. Watch what happens to your focus. Your calm. Your mental strength. The warrior's mind isn't built in a day, but it is built. One practice, one day, one choice at a time. If this video shifted something in you, if you're ready to actually train your mind instead of just wishing it was stronger, write it in the comments. Say these words. I am training my warrior mind. Make it real. Make it public. Make it inevitable. The path of the mental warrior. The student sits across from his master again. This time, understanding has replaced confusion. He asks one final question. Master, how long until my mind is fully trained? The old warrior smiles. A warrior never stops training. The day you think you've mastered your mind is the day you've lost it. Training never ends. Growth never stops. The path continues as long as you walk it. But here's what changes. The untrained mind is your enemy. The trained mind becomes your greatest ally. Your mind is your greatest weapon or your greatest weakness. The only difference is training. The warrior trains his body for battle, but he trains his mind for life. Remember this. Everything you need, you already have. The practices are simple. The path is clear. All that remains is the choice. Will you train, or will you remain scattered? Your training begins now. Choose your practice. Begin today. The warrior's path awaits. Before you close this video, do one thing. Choose your practice. Right now. Don't think about it for days. Don't wait for the perfect time. Choose. SEIZA, MOKUSO, Misogi, Ichigo Ichi, Kanso. Pick one. Write it down. Commit to 30 days. And if you want to train alongside a community of people who are serious about mental mastery, subscribe to Still Blade. More warrior wisdom is coming. More training awaits. More transformation is possible. But only if you take the first step. Choose your practice. Begin today. Your warrior mind is waiting.